and I were talking. She's a scientist, and she was telling me about the study, and I'm sure I'm going to ruin some of these details, but she was telling me about the study with mice, and they basically had these white lab mice, and they played this particular sound, and then they electrocuted them, not to death, but very painfully. And they did this until the mice were absolutely terrified. And then they would play the sound without shocking them, but all the mice would freak out like they were going to be killed. Then they never did it again. They allowed the mice to breed. Those mice died off. The baby mice were now adults. They had never heard the sound in their entire life. They'd never been shocked in their entire life. They played the sound. They all flipped out like they were going to be dead. They all freaked out. Wow. And it took, and I don't remember the exact number, but I think it took like 5 to 7 generations of never shocking them for the sound to finally stop triggering them. And with each generation, there was a bit less of the flipping out, but it still took generation upon generation upon generation because it literally changes the DNA. So then when you add in not just specific traumas that happen to your family, I mean, I remember like as a kid, I would completely flip out at the sound of helicopters. No idea why, until I was an adult. And I was like, oh, because my dad is a war vet and